Hey, I'm Brian Van, SportbikeTrackYou.com, and today we're going to install this all-new LeoVince LV-10 carbon slip-on on our 2021 Kawasaki Ninja 400. Okay, this is a super simple install. The reason we're doing it, this is a brand new can from Leo. The previous versions, the black and the silver LV-10s, are our #1 selling Ninja 400 slip-on. 150 of these came into the country. We found them before anyone else. I bought the whole pallet. We have every single one. We're gonna be the only ones that have these. And we are pretty pumped about that. This is a basic install, okay? This is something that any rider, right, even the newest of riders, can get done with very simple hand tools. Okay, what do I have here that I'm gonna use? I've got a 5mm T-handle. I got a 6. I got a 4. You can also use just a standard metric Allen wrench. Got a Phillips screwdriver. I have a 10mm socket. On a T-handle, you could use a wrench there. The kit's gonna come with a spring puller. I'm using one that I had. I didn't open that bag. Here is the hardware that it comes with. A band clamp there. To begin, we're gonna take the Phillips screwdriver and we're gonna loosen up the clamp here on the heat shield. I think Max is already screwing around with this. He's like, "Dad, I'm gonna do this video." And I'm like, "No, you're not. I'm doing it." So you got Phillips there. You got a 4 internal hex here. Okay, and this is to get the OEM heat shield off. Removing this is going to allow you access to the OEM clamp. Kind of slide it forward, right? The clamp holds onto that tongue right there, and then back here, there's a tongue that's on the OE muffler that slides into that heat shield. When you do your slip-on install, you will not be reinstalling this heat shield. That item will be discarded. You know what? We also need, it looks like a 12mm socket. Go over and grab that. I thought this was going to be a 10 on the stock clamp, like it was on the mounting bolt to the frame. Go ahead and loosen up your clamp. Put the 10 on. We will get a weight for you, and Max, loosen this up. Dad, I'm doing this video. No, you're not, dude. The new system weighs a svelte 2.1 pounds. Okay, this thing weighs a whole hell of a lot more than 2.1. So you're gonna take a couple of pounds off of your Ninja 2, if that's important to you. We will give you a number as we get to the end of this video. So now you have your system, right? And obviously the spring loops need to line up. So what you can do right now is you can actually put this portion together. This is going to be a tight fit. Get those two lined up like so. You have your band clamp like that. It slides over the pipe. This rotates like so. Kind of let that hang. Here is our mounting hardware. Got a nice little dress washer here. Okay, and this is going to go in between the bike and the canister. Okay, gotta get that turned so it's nice and straight. And use your 6mm internal hex here. That is a 12 back there if you need a wrench. And we'll grab one and finish torquing that from the backside using a 12mm wrench. Really curious, that's going to be a 13mm wrench. Another trip to the toolbox. Like so. Okay, now we'll throw the exhaust spring on. Like so. Last but certainly not least is going to be the barrel clamp. You know, what you want to do with this thing, and this is kind of up to you. I mean, you can try and position it maybe more inboard like that, right? So you can hide it as much as possible, or point it down. I mean, that's going to be kind of up to you. One thing that you certainly want to do is you want to position it so that it's right here at the end where they have the slots cut in the pipe. You want it to be right over those so it compresses them. You want to make sure that it's not sitting on top of the factory exhaust. You see where that lip is? That'll prevent the clamp from applying enough force to the pipe. So kind of right there at the very edge is great. And you can spend the time that you want to there to get it lined up the way that you want. When I come back, we're going to clean this up. It's really important before you ever start the bike that you get the pipe clean and get all your oily handprints off of it so they don't burn into the pipes. Okay, so what I like to clean it with, this is MPPL. This is a Maxima version of like a WD-40. WD-40 works great too. People love to debate what you should use here. This is what I use on all of them. It works great. You can use it on the pipes, titanium, stainless. I use it on the carbon. I use it on the whole thing. And it's worked great every time. So what I'll do is give it a good wipe down. You want to be really thorough here before you start it, before you put any heat in it. All right, so use one rag to kind of wipe it down that's been saturated a bit. And then use a second dry one to clean it off. Super important you don't rev your motor when it's cold. I know everybody's, you're gonna be excited to hear it, right, when you first put it on. But let your engine get up to temperature, and that's what we're gonna do right now. And when we come back, this thing is gonna be good and warm. And we're gonna let you hear the brand new LeoVince Carbon LV-10 exhaust note. Okay, we're all set. Caleb went down to the warehouse too and got a weight on that stock unit. It was 8.5 pounds. So we're going from 8.5 pounds to 2.1. That is a 6.4 pound weight savings, which is pretty significant. We ran the bike, warmed the motor. That sounds a whole hell of a lot better than stock does. Losing weight, super affordable, looks amazing, and available right now only here at sportbiketrackgear.com. If you have any questions, leave those in the comment section of the video. Answer all that stuff myself, and I'm always here to help you get the same result from your project we do ours.